Greetings. Today is Monday, September 8th, and last week we got the latest data on jobs, and the report was pretty weak indeed. That has led many to talk about how the interest rates are likely going to be cut at the September meeting. I would argue that was already, for the most part, in the cards anyway. But it has increased the chatter about a potential recession. I'm going to show you three reasons why I think that is overblown. First up is industrial production. These gray bars represent the last three recessions, and I want you to notice how industrial production rolls over either as the recession is approaching or as it has gotten underway. What's been happening for the last several years is you could argue there's been a little bit of a down trend in industrial production, but recently we've broken back through that. So I would suggest this is one reason why a recession is not necessarily in the cards in the near term. Next up is the Chicago Federal Reserve's Financial Conditions Credit Sub-Index. Again, same thing. Look at the data. This data goes all the way back to the 70s. As a recession approaches, we have the credit sub-index rising above the zero line. This is below the zero line. This is also not recessionary. And the last, and I would argue the most important reason why I don't think a recession is in the near-term cards is because the stock market is just taking a big yawn at the jobs data. So this is Friday when that jobs data came out, and the stock market did trade down, but it ended up rallying towards the end of the day. Right now, as I'm recording this early Monday morning, the market is barely up, but it is still technically up. There is a little bit of a divergence here in some of these indicators that we watch. So a pullback in the broad index might very well be in the cards. Historically speaking, the stock market tends to go down before a recession starts. Right now, that's not happening. So this is why we would argue that any talk about a recession in the near term is a bit overblown. If you have any questions about how your wealth is managed, you want to get a second opinion, by all means, send us a DM.